Hello Team 3B, Mr. C here. Okay, we are still talking about staying healthy. So we are now on page 100 of your student's book. Please everybody open your student's books to page 100. On page 100 we've got 5 pictures here. 5 pictures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Young people, teens, teenagers, who look pretty unhappy, if you ask me. Yeah, something happened. They have a problem. So we've got 5 pictures here, and we've also got 5 different speech bubbles, things that they say. So what do they say? Somebody says, "I'm not in the first team." This is maybe about playing football or something. B, "I failed an exam." Not good. C, "Someone in my school doesn't like me." And D, "I hate my hair." "My parents don't understand me." E, okay? So we've got here in the box, we've got different types of problems. So you could have problems about body and health. You could have problems to do with your family, family matters, family problems, friendships, friends problems, schoolwork, or sports. Okay. Now, we need to match the pictures, the speech bubbles, and the category. So we're going to start with A, "I'm not in the first team." Now this is, we all know what a team is, so this is probably about sports. And this boy here has a football in his hand, so I think that's him. And what is it related to? Well, it's about sports. So we can write sport 3A. Okay? 3A. The next one, "I failed an exam." Can you find a picture? Yes, this girl here has got a paper in her hands. She looks very, very sad. So I think she failed an exam. So number 1 is B. And what is it about? Well, it's about schoolwork, isn't it? So 1B, schoolwork. C, "Someone in my school doesn't like me." Oh, poor guy. Yes, I think this is it. He's in school here. People are laughing at him. He doesn't have friends, maybe. So "someone in my school doesn't like me." That would be 5C. And I would say connected to friends. We've got "I hate my hair." Well, obviously, she looks very, very unhappy about her hair. So number 2 is D. And it's about body and health. Yes, about your body, what you look like. So I would say 2D, body and health. And the last one we've got is picture 4. This boy, the family behind him. "My parents don't understand me." So 4E is about family. There, we've got it. Good job. Moving on to page 101. So next page, page 101. We're looking at some grammar, what we call the first conditional. So it's right here. First conditional. So let's have a look at these. If you do this to your ears now, you won't be able to hear well when you're older. Second example. You'll get a stomachache if you play tennis just after you've eaten. Okay, so first of all, let's answer question number 1. Which part of the sentence has will or will not plus infinitive? So here, will, can you see will anywhere? Oh well, will not, which is won't. Okay. and the infinitive to be able to. Okay, good. And in the second sentence, you'll, yes, that's the contraction of you will. So you will, and here you won't. So that's number one. You will get, infinitive right here. Will and infinitive right here. Will not and infinitive. Which part of the sentence has the present simple? Well, the present simple is the first tense you learn. So you do this. To do something, you do this. If you do this, if you play, so that's the present simple right here. Present simple. And number three, where in the sentence is if? If here is at the beginning of the sentence. Here it is in the middle of the sentence, but it's that at the beginning of the present simple clause, isn't it? Now, do the sentences talk about the past, the present, or the future? What do you think? If you do this to your ears now, you won't be able to hear well when you're older. So we are using the present simple, but we're using will as well. You will get a stomachache if you play tennis just after you've eaten. So, we're talking about the future, aren't we? What will happen if you do something else? So here it is. The first conditional. Two clauses. You have the if clause, which uses the present simple, and the will or won't clause and infinitive. Okay? Now, you can have the if clause first and the will or won't infinitive second, or you could have the will or won't infinitive come first and then the if clause comes second. Example, if you study a lot, you will pass the exam. You will pass the exam, same, if you study a lot. Okay? So both of them are okay. The only thing that you might notice here is the comma. There is no comma here, because it's a full stop, and we do not put a comma here. So, if the if clause comes first, you need to use a comma before the will or won't plus infinitive. And now, we are still on page 101. We're going to do an exercise to practice the first conditional. This is exercise 8. So let's start together. We have to match one half of the sentence with the other half of the sentence. It could be the if clause, or it could be the will or won't clause. Okay, comes first or second. So let's do number 1. We'll miss the film. Oh, we'll miss the film. If what? Okay, so we've got the will, won't. That means we're looking for the if clause now. So we're looking for if. So it could be C, D, or F. If you don't hurry, you'll miss the film. That's, yes, maybe. If you can't find yours, you'll what? No, that doesn't make sense. If you don't want me to, no. Clearly, this is C. We'll miss the film if you don't hurry. Good. If I find your book, so now I've got the if clause, so we're looking for one of the others, A, B, or E. If I find your book, I'll give it to the teacher. Sounds good? My mom will be very surprised. I don't see why. You'll be healthier as a result of finding them. Clearly, number 2 is A. Okay. You finish exercise 8 at home before your online session, please. Thank you.